What are typical issues that appear during the commissioning process, especially on the software side? I'm Abel Ramirez with Kele Building Automation Engineering, and I'm here with
Randy with Kele Business Development.
Now, Randy, I'm on the side of things that a lot of the commissioning process actually starts as early as the submittal process. And I say that because on the graphics side, sometimes we need approval of what we're going to show on the front end.
Abel, that is a great point. I can't tell you how many projects that I've been on, I'm sure you've been on some as well, where the graphics never were submitted as part of the submittal process. The contractor goes out to the field and starts building his graphics right there on the site. And you get to the point where you think you're done. And so you sit down with the owner and you say, "Here's our graphics, Mr. Owner." And the owner says, "Oh, I like that, but I want the background to be blue, not red." So you go spend a bunch of time rebuilding the background of the graphics all red. And then he looks at it and he says, "Oh, that didn't look like I thought it was going to. Let's make the background green or put it back to blue again." And you've wasted a bunch of time. So if you'll get those graphics and all those point displays approved ahead of time as part of the submittal process, you can really make your time on the job site a lot more efficient and really be ready for commissioning when it really starts to happen.
Now, I'll take the color changes all day long as opposed to somebody telling me that the air handler that we have like 30 of needs to have 5 more points displayed and I got to link them to all over different things. That's a real pain. So I can understand that color changes are probably the easier part of that.
Yeah, but they all take time that you didn't build into your job, right?
So you're absolutely right. And another thing back at the office is about doing functional testing. And I know that's something you brought up earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of times when controls contractors never take the time to do a functional test or a factory acceptance test, you might call it, for that sequence of operation software or programming that they've written. They simply do a cut and paste from another job or plug something in quickly and then try to go out to the job site and start it up and test it on the job site. You'll save a lot of time if you'll take the time to do that factory acceptance or sequence testing in the shop ahead of time before you ever go to the job site.
And I would imagine that gets easier over time as you continue to do different projects, working with different various equipment. A lot of it is cookie cutter. So once you have your sequences down, basic sequences, it's pretty much reusing those same things that are tried and true that you're used to working with, that you know are solid. And that makes it a lot easier to move forward.
It does, but keep in mind that every job has certain nuances to it or small differences from the job you did before. So once you put those things together, you really need to run through that sequence testing in the shop before you ever go out to the job site.
Make sure it matches the project.
Make sure it matches the project and there's no holes or missing parts and pieces in that sequence. So you're not trying to correct those things out on the job site. Another thing that shows up often is the contractor never gets the commissioning test script ahead of time. So you don't really know what that commissioning agent is going to ask you to do when you go out there to the job site and participate as part of the commissioning. Every contractor should always get the commissioning agent's commissioning test script ahead of time so that you can do the testing you need to do and make sure that that system is going to pass commissioning when the commissioning agent shows up out there.
I've seen particular instances where there might be one line of a particular test that the commissioning agent is going to check. Is it quite on the sequence of operations that previously I'm aware of? And I'll still have to incorporate that in there just so that there's no problems happening on commission day.
That's exactly right. What you want to avoid is the problems that are happening on commissioning day. You're already under a lot of pressure to get off the job site. The owner's ready to take occupancy of the building. You don't want to be the guy that's holding up progress for everybody getting off and the owner taking occupancy of the building. So you want to try to go through these things ahead of time.
Now, when all that goes smoothly, the commissioning agent shows that all the actual work, the programming, that's all in place. But what ends up happening is a lot of times the point mapping on the software side. So I've got everything wired up right. It functions as needed. But when you start looking at the front end, you start realizing that particular points, they look similar in value. So like say a temperature, but it's the wrong temperature and it's in the wrong spot on the front end.
You might be reading mixed air temperature and your system says it's the discharge air temperature. That's not going to work. And you need to make sure that those points are mapped correctly. And it's best to find that out before the commissioning agent shows up.
And to clarify, we're saying, I've got it wired right. It's functionally working. The commissioning agent said, yeah, this air handler does exactly what it's supposed to. But on the little digital graphic screen, that number is the wrong number.
That's exactly right.
Simple mistake.
That's right. And you won't know it unless you check it out. And it's best to find it out before the commissioning agent gets there.
I remember one time working on graphics that I literally had to right click on every field, just double checking AI1, AI2, AI3, and you had to right click on each one just to see the pop-up to make sure that I had it linked correctly on every one.
Yep, and you start showing up and making mistakes in front of the commissioning agent, what's he going to do? He's going to ask you more questions. He's going to make you do more stuff because he already found something where you made a mistake.
You see one problem, he's going to start looking for the next one.
That's right.
So during the commissioning process, there's always set points that are involved that somebody has determined is a good base starting point. Do those always stick? Do they need to be changed later?
That's a great question. The answer is you always want to make sure you go through and make sure that the default set points that came in the software or came with the program that you put in, you've changed to match what the sequence of operation for this project is calling for.
And this is the famous 72 degrees parentheses ADJ adjustable.
Absolutely.
Great. Thanks, Randy. Good talking with you. Once again, I'm Abel Ramirez, Kele Building Automation Engineering.
And I'm Randy with Kele Business Development.